morning. So before we begin, first of all, thank you for coming over here. I know our brand is not yet popular in Thailand, but we do hope with the help of SUSE, it will become popular in the next few months. So before I begin my presentation, I would like to check who is end user. Okay, so all of you are from the partners. That's good. Local resellers. Okay, that's good. So this presentation is actually about how we can partner or why you should partner with SUSE. Okay? Okay, so before I begin my presentation, I'd like to introduce myself. Again, I am Jonathan Burgos. I am the regional sales for ASEAN, covering also Thailand. And I am based in Singapore. If you have any queries or if you have any doubts about this presentation or about SUSE, don't be shy. You can add me in line, or you can send me an email, or you can also follow me in LinkedIn or in Twitter. So I usually post the relevant information to those domains. Okay, so I'll give a brief overview about SUSE first. So who has heard about SUSE? Oh, good. That's good. So the rest of you, probably you don't know what is SUSE. So this deck, this slide deck, this is a very compressed history of SUSE. We actually started in 1992. So it is our 26th year this year. And we actually started in Germany. So if you notice, there's SUSE. There's actually a meaning for it in German. I just don't know how to pronounce it. I don't want to embarrass myself. So if you can see here also, we've made partnerships with IBM, SAP, Oracle. And I'd like to emphasize what happened with our history from a few years back, or actually a decade ago. So we were actually bought out by Novell in 2004. Who's familiar with Novell, ZenWorks? Okay, so Novell actually acquired SUSE in 2004. And after that, the second acquisition was also done in 2011. Attachmate Group actually acquired SUSE. And the most recent one, I hope this will be the last one, we were acquired by Micro Focus. It's a UK-based company. And who knows HPE software? HPE software. Are you familiar? Okay, HPE software, we actually bought them. Our parent company bought HPE software. It was completed in September last year. So our parent company is actually a very big organization. It's actually the 7th organization in the world in terms of software company. Just behind like IBM, Microsoft, Oracle, AWS, or something like that. So it's a big company. But the best thing about this is for SUSE itself, we have our own management team. So we run our market strategy, we run our business separately from Micro Focus. So I just want to highlight basically some of the stuff that has been going on for the past 25 years or so. So to answer again your question, why you should partner with SUSE, this is the best time because we're actually a fast-growing brand. And we can also definitely help you. And our solutions are actually quite relevant to the market, especially in Thailand. Okay, so what is our vision for you? That's probably one of the first questions our partners would ask, or even our customers. It's very simple. We would want to offer an open enterprise capability. We want to empower you as a partner and also our mutual customers. So what we mean by that is we're different from the traditional vendors. How I say it in terms of partnership, we usually try to give back the margin to the distributor and also to the partners also, most especially. It's totally different from the other brands. The other brands, they want to probably make most of the margin or the profit from the customer, and the partner would only be left a very little margin. For us, we want to, in a way, I call it sharing in terms of the profit. And the next point here is, what is our mission? Our mission is very simple. Just to set your expectations, we are selling subscription, support subscription. So me personally, it's all about customer service. We want to provide the best customer service to our customers and also to our partners. So this is not the typical license or proprietary business. This is open source software support business. And the last point here is our strategy. I have mentioned earlier, we would want to partner with the distributors, with SISTAI, and also with the local partners here in Thailand, in Bangkok or Chiang Mai or other regions of Thailand. So partnership is actually part of our vocabulary. Okay, so we always, I think this is your first time probably to attend SUSE event. We will be doing more events in Bangkok to help create the awareness. And if you have attended before or if you will attend the following events, we always tell to our customers, to our partners, to our distributor, that we are always open, an open company. What we mean by that is we are true to the open source vision. Open source is like everybody can join. We don't discriminate. As long as we do open source, the word itself open is actually open. It's not closed. And the second point here is we don't do a zero lock-in to our customers. What it means is we always share the management or the, what do you call this, relationship with the customer, with the partner, and our solutions does not do a lock-in strategy. And again, we're open to partnerships. So we're always open, flexible. We want to address also what needs to be done here also in Bangkok. So if you have suggestions, you can talk to me, talk to Kon Eve and Kun Pantana from SISTAI, or even from Kun Somchai. You can also talk to them. You can raise your hand and say, oh, this is what needs to be done to make it effective for us to partner. We will not close our doors and our ears. It is always open. And hopefully, in the next few years, there will be a local sales rep here. So that at least it's better to communicate. That's part of our plan also. It will no longer be me. Okay? So if you are wondering if our technology is actually a leading technology, we are quite innovative, and we're always first. So if you think about SUSE now, you think about Linux. And if you think about Linux, you think about maybe Red Hat or Ubuntu or CentOS. But we were actually the first to provide the supported Linux distribution. And who's familiar with the OpenStack? Okay, OpenStack is the equivalent of a public cloud, but it is based on open source project. It's actually very popular here in Bangkok. There's a lot of queries, there's a lot of traction. That's why we want to do business here also. And we were also the first to deliver for the OpenStack distribution. To make it simple, if you think about SUSE, this is a very engineering business, brand. We still want to provide the best and innovative solution. So to validate that thought also, I went to our sales kickoff and I asked around like how many employees under SUSE. So our boss told us it's actually 1,000, I think 1,010 or something during that time in May last year. And I asked, what is the number of engineers or the sales for 1,000? What is the split? What is the percentage? So they told me it's 70% for engineers, both for research and development and also our support. So what it means to you is it's a very highly engineering brand. And probably the second one is more on business. So we still think more from an engineering perspective. We want to innovate and bring the best to our customers. Okay, so if you are wondering if we are a market leader, maybe not now for Bangkok or for Thailand, but worldwide, this is actually what you can expect from SUSE as a brand, especially in the US and in Europe. Here in Bangkok, in Thailand, SAP is very, it's very, what do you call this? If I am a partner, it's very popular, and it's also very attractive to do business. And even for manufacturing, retail, large enterprise also, and even telco. So we know there is a business, but of course we have to start from the beginning. And I hope that we can actually work together in the future. And we want to work with you and help you, help us also bring the business. Okay, so if you're wondering where is SUSE today, so again, we have 150 plus support engineers. This is just for support. We also have 5,000 plus global partners. So if you think about like Dell, Lenovo, HPE, that is our partner. I will show to you later. We also have, we're actually growing. This is very rare for a big organization also to have a double-digit growth, 18% last year. So we're actually growing. And Thailand as a market, it's already there. It's actually growing for us also. We just want to extend our capability with our partners. We cannot do it alone. I think there's a saying that no man is an island. We always put it in our mind that we cannot do it alone. We have to work with Kun Eve, Sistai, and also to our prospective partners. Okay, so just to share within this room, this is our results for last year. Again, 18% growth. Growth across regions, APAC, Europe, US, and Latin America. And there's also an investment back to the business. So again, don't worry for now. I hope you will like me. And maybe in the next few years, we can have a local Thai sales rep here in Bangkok. Okay? It's actually part of my plan also to really hire somebody who can also lead the business here, plus work together with Sistai. Okay, before I continue here, I'd probably give Kun Eve to translate also what I said. Thank you.
อันนี้จะเป็นเซสชั่นแรกนะคะก็ขออนุญาตแนะนำตัวนิดนึงก็อีฟอลัมพานะคะเป็น Product Sales ที่ดูแลแบรนด์ SUSE ของ SIS ไทยเนาะก็คือขออนุญาตแจ้งเบื้องต้นว่าคือ SIS เพิ่งเริ่มทำ SUSE ได้ไม่นานอันนี้ก็เป็นงานครั้งแรกที่เราจัดขึ้นในแง่ของพาร์ทเนอร์ก็คืออยากจะเชิญชวนทุกคนแล้วก็แจ้งให้ทราบว่าตอนนี้เราเริ่มแล้ว Product Focus เริ่มต้นของเราก็จะเป็น Enterprise Server ตัวธรรมดาแล้วก็ตัว for SAP ที่เขาเพิ่งให้ข้อมูลไปนะคะก็คือคร่าวๆที่เขาแนะนำไปก็จะเป็นตัว SUSE เป็นประวัติเนาะแล้วก็ยาวไปถึงวิชั่นก็คือสิ่งที่เน้นหลักๆก็คือทุกคนทราบดีว่า Linux ใช้งานได้ฟรีอยู่แล้วเป็น Open สิ่งที่ SUSE ขายก็คือเป็น Subscription หรือตัว Support นั่นเองก็หลักๆก็จะเป็นการ Support การให้การช่วยเหลือแล้วขาย Service อะค่ะโดยที่ทาง SIS เราต้องการทำให้แตกต่างโดยการจะเพิ่มในแง่ของ Service เพื่อจะช่วยในการเปิดเคสต่างๆของทาง SUSE อีกทีหนึ่งก็จะมีทีมหลังบ้านเพื่อจะดูแลให้เพื่อสร้างความแตกต่างเราให้แตกต่างจากดิสทริบิวเตอร์เจ้าอื่นที่ทำอยู่ก่อนแล้วเนาะค่ะก็สำหรับใครที่มีข้อข้องใจก็ SUSE เขาเป็นอันดับต้นและกันในด้านเสถียรภาพความสามารถทุกอย่างที่ทราบกันดีว่าแอปพลิเคชันที่ต้องการความคริติคอลมากๆมักจะรันอยู่บน Linux แล้วก็ SUSE ก็เป็นตัวเลือกหนึ่งที่เป็นตัวเลือกที่ดีอีกตัวเลือกหนึ่งที่ในการใช้งานคือขออนุญาตไม่แปลทุกสไลด์เนาะเพราะว่ามันค่อนข้างจะเป็นคีย์เวิร์ดที่เข้าใจได้แต่ว่าหากมีท่านใดสงสัยหรือต้องการสอบถามเนี่ยยกมือได้ทันทีก็สามารถ interrupt การสปีกเกอร์ได้ทันทีเลยแล้วก็เดี๋ยวจะช่วยถามให้อีกทีนึงเนาะคร่าวๆก็จะเป็นประมาณนี้ในเซสชั่นแรกมีคำถามอะไรไหมคะไม่มีเซสชั่นต่อไปจะเป็น Open Source เทคโนโลยีเดี๋ยวเขาจะอธิบายเพิ่มเติมแล้วก็ในแง่ของพาร์ทเนอร์ต่างๆก็จะมีในสไลด์ถัดๆไปยังไงถ้ามีคำถามก็ยกมือได้เลยเนาะอีฟจะช่วยในแง่นั้นมากกว่าเพราะว่าในสไลด์ในของสปีกเกอร์ค่ะก็จะเป็นค่อนข้างเป็นคีย์เวิร์ดที่เข้าใจได้อยู่แล้วเนาะหรือว่านิดอะไรเพิ่มเติมไหมเอ่ย
Okay.
ได้ถ้างั้นต่อเลยนะคะ
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kunib. Okay, so I'd like to share to you what we offer in the market. So again, it's all open source. Open source. Okay, so the first one, okay, before I begin to the different products that we have, right, or offering, actually take a picture of this so that at least you would remember. If you think about SUSE, probably this is the best picture we can describe to you in one picture about SUSE. So we actually started as an operating system brand, Linux. Today, we actually offer container management, platform as a service. We also have private cloud, compute, storage. We even have management software. And if you have customers who would want to go to cloud, like Microsoft, Google, AWS, and even IBM, you can still sell to them SUSE. Because they have this bring your own subscription. So you won't lose your customer actually, if you have a SUSE customer. You can still work with them and sell the subscription. And if you are a partner for SAP, Microsoft Azure has the biggest deployment. It's growing for SAP HANA. AWS is more on Linux, the default Linux. Google, it's actually growing also, and also IBM, I think for their power and mainframe. So those logos beside those green, this one, right? These are actually the open source project. Cloud Foundry, Kubernetes, OpenStack, OpenATIC, Ceph, OpenSUSE, Zen, KVM. So I won't discuss more. You can ask Kun Eve and Kun Pantana later on if you want to know more. Or you can just go to our website. So I'll showcase first our most popular solution, which is Enterprise Linux. So what is Enterprise Linux? So it is an open source software. It is software. So if you are familiar with Windows, it's actually a competitor of Windows per se. However, I think the last 2 or 3 years, especially with cloud, Linux has been very popular. It's picking up. Because there was actually a survey globally with IBM, AWS, Google, Microsoft Azure, and the rest of the cloud players. They were asked which OS is actually being used for cloud. And they always say Linux. So it's either us, SUSE, Red Hat, sometimes Ubuntu, and the rest of the flavors also. But why SUSE? Because this is actually what we can offer also. 99.999 uptime. That is very, very difficult to achieve in the market. 5 nines. We can share in detail. Maybe next time I'll be here, or maybe Kun Eve or Kun Pantana can actually share to you why we can actually offer this. And again, we're always into innovation. We're always into innovation, giving the best solution to our customers. And lastly, peace of mind. We don't want you to keep calling SUSE also. It's a very good product. And to, what do you call this? To help also our Linux, we also have a management software. So this can manage SUSE, Red Hat, CentOS, and it can also connect to the Microsoft Windows, Microsoft System Center. It will not manage the Windows directly, but it can connect to the Microsoft System Center. So if you think about Microsoft and SUSE, we're actually friendly. Maybe next time here, I'll come back. I'll be on the Microsoft event also. You will probably see me again. So we have a very good relationship with Microsoft. So just to give you a short story about Microsoft, who knows Satya Nadella, the CEO? Nobody? Okay, that's okay. It's still Bill Gates, right? Okay, so Satya is actually the third CEO. Bill Gates is first. The second one is the one who owns the Los Angeles Clippers basketball team. Then the third one is Satya Nadella. So when Satya became the CEO, he made a very wise decision. He knows that open source will be very popular moving forward. So what he said is to his team, we need to embrace open source. And that includes SUSE. We've been talking to Microsoft for, I think, almost 20 years already. And we were the first to embrace Microsoft. And during that time, from the open source community, they don't like us. They said, oh, how come SUSE wants to make friends with Microsoft? Windows is the enemy. But for us, we say, no, we have to work together with other brands also, with other solutions. Our objective is to ensure our customers will get the best solution. That's it. Revenue, maybe it will come second or third. That's why I said we are quite open, we're very flexible, we just want the best for our customers. So I have a customer success. This is actually a public cloud provider competing with AWS, Microsoft Azure, and those big players, right? Rackspace. So Rackspace, they were actually using Red Hat before. And during that time, I think 5 years ago, Red Hat said, oh, we will stop the support for RHEL 4. And they realized most of their customers, especially the SMB, there's a lot of customers running on RHEL 4. And they said, it's very hard for us to switch or to do whatever without Red Hat. So what they did is they actually canvassed all the major players for Linux. And we were fortunate to win because of our flexibility and our interest to work with them. So what happened is our SUSE manager, Enterprise Linux, and even our high availability was actually used for this one. I'll show to you the video so that at least you'd be able to appreciate.
Rackspace is the service leader in cloud computing. We deliver enterprise-level hosting services to businesses of all sizes and kinds around the world. We started in 1998 and have since grown to serve more than 180,000 customers. We integrate the industry's best technologies for each customer's specific need and deliver it as a service via the company's commitment to fanatical support. One challenge we come up against is vendor lock-in, and the concept of vendor lock-in is very antithetical to our business practices. The Linux world has a number of fully or partially open-sourced OS offerings, but each of them has their own unique patch and config management system. The operational costs related to standing up and managing multiple solutions can be a steep barrier to entry for new Linux operating systems. Rackspace needed a robust but flexible solution for patch delivery to multiple platforms. At the same time, we found ourselves in need of a partner to help us extend support for the Enterprise Linux 4 platform. What we found with Enterprise Linux 4 was that our customers weren't quite ready to get off of that platform. They had applications that were limiting them, that couldn't go to Enterprise Linux 5 or 6, and we needed to find a way to give them an additional 12 to 24 months to give them a smooth transition to get into a new environment. To try to solve for extended support, we reached out to a number of big name and boutique firms, all the major players in the Linux OS or software development business, and almost nobody other than SUSE wanted to play in this market, and those that did could not field a multi-platform capable solution. Of all the companies we looked at, only SUSE has been willing to reach out past their distribution to bring their type of management and config tools to support things like CentOS and other options out there. No one else has really stepped up to that plate. I'd say that SUSE's flexibility makes them the ideal partner for this solution. So what I'm trying to build are systems that will allow us to deploy Linux anywhere, to license Linux anywhere, to manage configs anywhere. And I think SUSE Manager and SUSE Studio are going to form one of the kind of foundations of that service as we go into the future. Rackspace's goal is to offer fanatical support anywhere in the world, in our data centers, in a competitor's data center, in a customer's own facility. And these type of tools that allow us to reach into those other environments are exactly what need to come in the coming years. SUSE has been great to work with. If few companies will look at a new customer as a partner and reach outside of their strategic competence to develop a whole new opportunity. We've been thrilled with the relationship so far, and we look forward to what we're going to develop together in the future.
So, sorry for the audio. They said it's already full, so I thought it's very hard to hear. So I'll move on to the next solution that we have, software-defined storage. So this is a storage capability based on software. So if you are a hardware partner of maybe Dell or Lenovo, HPE, you can still use this. And this will not compete with Tier 0 and Tier 1 requirement. This is more on backup, archive, like CCTV, video footage, something like that. So we actually have a customer success. So this is a police station in US. So one is they have challenges with budget. This is a very cost-effective solution. Number two is there's also a security requirement. I think they need to save the file within 180 days. And there's a lot of server, if you will invest on those big brands like Dell EMC, NetApp, or whatever. So what they did is they invested on SUSE, and they just invested more on their hard disks. I won't play the video. I'll skip to the next one. This is our private cloud. So this is the OpenStack. This is based on the OpenStack project. So if you have customers, especially from the SMBs, the small, medium customers, right? And they have limited budget, but they need also to build their own cloud because they don't want to invest on AWS or Microsoft Azure or something. You can also position this to them. And you can work with SysTie also. I think they're quite capable of implementing this solution. So I'll skip to, okay, this is probably the most attractive solution offering that we have here in Thailand for SAP. So this is still Linux, but this is for SAP itself. So I'll just go through the customer success. SAP is also our customer. So during that time, I think 2 years ago, they actually wanted to consolidate and run their SAP application to Linux, because I think they realized that Linux is the future OS. And they actually approach different vendors. And because of our good relationship, at the same time, our innovation, they chose SUSE. So a lot of servers and CPUs and VMs. And I'll play the video next. I think it has a subtitle, so at least you can also appreciate it.
SAP is the world market leader in business applications and enterprise cloud software and solutions. We serve more than 290,000 customers around the globe with more than 75,000 employees worldwide in more than 190 countries. And in the cloud, we expect availability for infrastructure around 99.999%, which is very, very high. And SUSE helped us a lot to achieve that. So we work continuously on continuous improvement of our infrastructure and how we operate this, and SUSE is a very important partner in making that happen. We have a significant footprint of SUSE solutions in our data centers. Just to give you one example, in our HANA Enterprise Cloud environment, which is one of the fastest growing landscapes overall, it grows triple-digit percentages every year. We have more than 6,600 servers with more than 12,000 CPUs in the environment with more than 16,000 virtual machines. So it's a big footprint in that area. And also in the rest of the environment, no matter if it's internal or external, we have a significant footprint in our data centers of SUSE applications and operating systems. The SUSE Linux Enterprise Server for SAP applications helped us a lot to continuously drive and optimize our total cost of ownership. As well, in combination with the Xen virtualization environment, we continuously optimize the way how we operate and how we standardize our processes. With the flexibility of the SUSE team and the close collaboration with the team, we continuously improve our operations and standardization. The co-innovation aspect helps us also to bring the environment and also our partnerships to the next level so that we can really come to a reliable cloud foundation. If you look at, for example, what we do in our SAP Linux Lab, where SUSE is a foundation member of that organization, We continuously evolve the SUSE Linux Enterprise Server for SAP applications, and with this not only we benefit from this in our cloud, but our customers benefit from this also in their on-premise world. Yeah, for example, the joint team developed a reference architecture for SAP HANA High Availability. For this, the SUSE Linux Enterprise High Availability extension was certified for SAP HANA System Replication and the SAP NetWeaver High Availability cluster. Today, customers can use a fully automated solution for system replication for SAP HANA, which comes out of the box from the SUSE Linux Enterprise Server for SAP applications. We run mission-critical applications for our customers, so security is super important for us. So this being said, SUSE helped us a lot in reducing downtimes while we do security patching and while we improve security and data protection for our customers. While our cloud is continuously growing and expanding, we certainly want to increase the availability and stability of our cloud platform. And we definitely look for true zero downtime patching. That means no downtimes for our customers and highest availability for our solutions. For this, we also look into SUSE Linux Enterprise live patching services to really come to a true zero downtime scenario. While we continue to optimize our cloud platform, we also look into OpenStack. And certainly we will also continue to work with SUSE very closely on optimizing the integration between the SUSE solutions and the OpenStack platform. We will continue this partnership so that we can even more jointly focus on the benefit of our customers.
สำหรับในส่วน Open Source Technology นะคะก็อย่างในแผนผังนี้ได้โชว์ไปว่า Software Defined Infrastructure ที่เริ่มตั้งแต่ Physical ไปจนถึง Public Cloud ก็ SUSE สามารถ Support ในทุกสเต็ปอย่างที่ได้โชว์ไป แล้วก็ในส่วนของ Product หลักๆที่เขาได้พูดถึงเป็นตัวแรกก็คือ Enterprise Linux สำหรับ Server ที่ Based on Linux ก็ SUSE สร้างความมั่นใจความน่าเชื่อถือความมีประสิทธิภาพแล้วก็คุ้มค่ากับราคาที่เสียไปเนาะจุดเด่นของเขาก็จะเป็นในแง่ของเสถียรภาพการทำงานที่ช่วยให้การทำงานบน Linux สมูทอันถัดไปจะเป็น Infrastructure Management จะเป็นตัวช่วยบริหารจัดการที่ทำให้การทำงานสะดวกรวดเร็วยิ่งขึ้น Use case ที่เขาพูดถึงเป็นบริษัท Rackspace เป็น Cloud Provider ที่มีปัญหาคือก่อนหน้านี้เขาใช้ Red Hat มาแล้วก็ Red Hat ไม่ support ทำให้เป็นโจทย์ใหม่ที่ SUSE เข้าไปช่วยเหลือโดยการเข้าไปสร้างโซลูชันให้โดยการใช้ SUSE Manager แล้วก็ Product อื่นๆของ SUSE เนาะทำให้ธุรกิจของเขาดำเนินต่อไปได้แล้วก็มีการพัฒนาได้ดีขึ้นทั้งทำงานได้ดีขึ้นใช้งานง่ายขึ้นสร้างความพึงพอใจให้ลูกค้ามากยิ่งขึ้นถัดไปที่เขาได้กล่าวถึงก็จะเป็น Software Defined Storage ก็คือเป็นในแง่ของ Storage ที่ Use Case จะเป็นตำรวจของที่นิวยอร์กที่โจทย์ก็คือในเรื่องของ Storage อะค่ะ SUSE เข้ามาบริหารจัดการทำให้การทำงานแก้ไขปัญหาแล้วก็การเก็บข้อมูลเนี่ยทำได้สะดวกยิ่งขึ้นแล้วก็ในด้านสเกลสามารถสเกลได้ตามต้องการคือต้องการเท่าไหร่ก็สามารถบริหารจัดการได้ผ่านซอฟต์แวร์อันถัดไปจะเป็น private cloud ที่ based on OpenStack เนาะก็เข้ามาช่วยในด้านการทำงานแล้วก็ลดค่าใช้จ่ายอันสุดท้ายที่เราโฟกัสหลักๆก็เป็น SAP Solution ก็ SUSE เข้าเป็นเหมือนพาร์ทเนอร์แล้วก็ support SAP เพื่อแก้ปัญหาแล้วก็ทำงานร่วมกันอย่างที่จะได้เห็นว่าเรามี SUSE for SAP โดยเฉพาะเลยหลังจากที่ได้จับมือแล้วก็ support กันค่ะถัดไปก็จะเป็น Session Partner Ecosystem
Okay, thank you, Kunev. Okay, so the next discussion here would be the partner ecosystem. So as I've mentioned earlier, we actually work very well with popular brands. So just to share our perspective or our strategy in terms of partnerships. So we work very well with hardware vendors, software vendors, resellers, distributors, system integrators like maybe Accenture, those big SIs, and also the cloud service provider. So, okay, welcome. So I'll start first with hardware vendors. I won't expound or explain so much, but I'll let you see who are actually our partners. So Cisco. Cisco is very big in Thailand, right? We also have Dell, Fujitsu, Hitachi, HPE, of course, IBM, Lenovo, and we're also working with Intel. And I think the one that's missing there, we don't have yet the slide deck, is actually Huawei. Huawei for us is also very big in China. It's one of our biggest customers in China also, and one of our biggest partners. So, you know, China is becoming big every day. So you won't be surprised if Huawei will also be coming to Thailand, and they will definitely partner with us. So the next partnership here is actually with the software vendors. So again, it's very obvious, SAP. And you might be surprised also with this one, VMware. So if your customer is using the vCenter, if they will really open up the product, it's actually running on SUSE. It's not running on Red Hat or Windows. It is running on SUSE Linux. And again, as I mentioned earlier, for the cloud service provider, we have Amazon AWS, Google, Microsoft, and also IBM. And for the local distributor, we have SysTie. So why we partner with SysTie? There's actually a lot of common, we have common friends, Dell EMC, Fujitsu, HPE, Lenovo, even Nutanix, Veeam also, and VMware, and even Veritas. So if you want to partner with us and partner with SysTie, it's probably easier for you to do business with SUSE also. And it's much faster, and the support you would get, I think it's also very good also. So what we are doing right now is we're trying to build a team within SysTie to help provide support for SUSE. So if you sell to the customer, maybe we will be the last we will be the last support. We will still help you. Don't forget, we will help you. But the first support would probably be from SysTie. Maybe because of local language. And just to share also, our support is based in Singapore, so the time difference is only 1 hour. And I think their seat is like, maybe, this is my table, and their table is there. So it's very near to me. So if your customers would have issues, I would just go to them. Less than 1 minute, I will tell them that, can you please try to help and fix the issue of our customer? Okay, so I'd like to introduce to you our team. So the first one is actually sales. So this is me. This is my technical, my pre-sales. And this is our boss. Our boss is based in Hong Kong. Jane, Hakbeng, and me is actually based in Singapore. So it's not really that far actually, especially with WhatsApp, Line, or even Skype. We can actually talk very fast if you have ideas. And I think this is the most important that I want to emphasize to you also. I joined SUSE in July 2016. I was actually with Oracle. And when I joined during that time, only this guy is actually there for our specialist. Specialist what we mean by this is they focus on certain products. So he is based in Australia. So last year, since our business is growing, we actually added the 3 of them. Derek, based in Hong Kong, KC, and Tay, based in Singapore. So most of the guys are actually based in Singapore, and we have plans to travel frequently here in Bangkok. So the support actually from the principal vendor will be there, and also the support from SysTie also. So this is the last topic that I'll be sharing to you. We actually have an upcoming event in Bangkok. This is actually our annual event. We call it SUSE Expert Days. This will be on May 17, a few months from now, and it will be hosted by SysTie. So what you will learn during that day will be three things. So it will be how to innovate. The second one is become agile. And the third one is transform. So we will share to you how we can help you and your customer to address the technology trends today, like blockchain, AR. I think there's actually 12 technology trends that we will be discussing on the event. So don't forget, it's May 17. If you want to know more of the details, talk to Kun Eve and Kun Somchai, Kun Ploy, and Kun Pantana. So they will be your contact point for SISTAI. So SISTAI will actually help us to do the event. And I think this is the last point of my presentation. I'll give the floor to Kun Eve to maybe translate and share more information. Thank you.
ค่ะก็เซสชันสุดท้ายเนาะสำหรับพาร์ทเนอร์ก็จะเห็นว่า SUSE ซัพพอร์ตทั้งในแง่ฮาร์ดแวร์ซอฟต์แวร์ชื่อดังทั้งหลายอันนี้ขออนุญาตข้ามเพราะว่าโดนเร่งเวลามาก็หลักๆตอนนี้ SIS เป็นดิสทริบิวเตอร์รายที่2เนาะที่ทำแล้วก็อีเวนต์ SUSE Expert Day ที่เขากล่าวถึงวันที่17 เมษายนนี้ก็ SIS เป็นโฮสต์เดี๋ยวยังไงจะส่ง invitation ให้อีกทีคนมาร่วมในห้องนี้ได้แน่นอนนะคะไม่ต้องห่วงค่ะก็หลักๆจะเป็นประมาณนี้มีข้อสงสัยอะไรเพิ่มเติมไหมคะเบื้องต้นอาจจะเป็นประมาณนี้ก่อนยังไงเชิญไปวิสิตบูธได้บูธ35นะคะอยู่ริมสุดเลยฝั่งโน้นมีอะไรไปสอบถามเพิ่มเติมได้โจนาธานอยู่กับเราทั้งวันแล้วก็ถ้าไม่มีอะไรก็ขออนุญาตจบเท่านี้ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you.